What's the weirdest thing that ever happened to you that made you think that God was real?
So I believe that God was real before this, but it really opened my eyes to the spiritual realm, to angels and demons. So I was 18 years old and I had just gotten married, and something happened and he snapped and tried to unalive me with one of those 5-gallon water jugs. He chained me to an entertainment center and tried to. And so shortly after this incident, like, there's a lot of detail regarding that, but after that incident, I was laying in the bed by myself at this time, and I was talking with the Lord, and I was staring at the ceiling, and something caught my attention, in the room. And I happened to look, and it was like the blackest of black mass that was just like billowing out of the corner of this room. It was very fluid in nature, and it just was spreading. And I tried to move and realized that I was paralyzed. But the other thing is that I began to levitate. And so my whole body levitated above the bed. What felt like I couldn't move, so I could only do my head like this. And I'm assuming that it was probably 12 inches off the bed. It could have been higher. But I was terrified and I couldn't move. I wanted to just get up and run. And I was just in shock and panic, kind of frozen, obviously. I mean, other than literally I was frozen. I was just emotionally, mentally just frozen. And all of a sudden I felt heat over the right side and I saw like a light. And so I happened to turn and look to the right, and it was an angel. And I know that they say that angels are not male or female, but this one was a she. So the Lord allowed her to have a female voice, maybe to make it more comfortable for me to have this encounter. But the base of her gown was probably 15 to 20 feet in diameter, and she stood, I would say, 5 stories tall. And I couldn't see her head, but I could see her arm by her side. And whenever I looked up to look at her face, it was just radiance. And she put her hand very slowly over my chest. Her hand was probably 10 feet above my body. And in my mind, I heard her say, "It's going to be okay." And I felt my body lower to the bed. And when I hit the bed, it was just in an instant. I was able to move, and I sat up in the bed and everything was gone. So.